Today we have gathered here Rendezvous with Rambabu Educational Videos Episode 2. We have here to discuss IELTS. What is IELTS and why we have to prepare and what are the benefits if we clear the IELTS test. So we have today the guest English Asan sir from Sri Lanka. He is IELTS trainer. He is teaching IELTS and we are so happy to meet him in episode 2. If you feel this video is useful to you and watch till the end and subscribe, share Rendezvous with Rambabu Educational Videos. Thank you so much, sir. Very happy to see you. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you very much, Rambabu sir, and I'm really happy to be in this Rendezvous series, Share Every Professionals production or presentation in Sri Lanka. I have a couple of students got through the IELTS with flying colors, and so there are hundreds of students have so far got through the IELTS, and I'm also proudly a member of Share Professionals group in India, which is actually giving loads of useful lessons for English learners without any limitations, be it age or country or language or professions. And anyone can join if you are genuinely interested to improve your English with us.
Thank you, sir. Really very happy to listen from you kind words about Share Every platform. Yes, sir, we'll start. And my first question is, what is IELTS?
Well, IELTS is really important test everyone should know if you are interested to go abroad, either for studies or to work. The third important circumstance that someone would need IELTS is to get some membership from any professional bodies like medical awarding bodies and so on. IELTS in general means International English Language Testing System, which is designed to assess the proficiency of a candidate to go abroad. Abroad means in an English-speaking country to study or work thereat. So when a person is qualified with IELTS, he is able to read and understand some instructions or letters or emails that are sent from any authority or the university that he is attached to. So IELTS tests a candidate's listening, reading, writing, and speaking ability.
Thanks for your good information. And my next question is, what are the differences between general training and academic in IELTS test?
General training is for students under bachelor level degree programs or those who want to work in an English speaking country. So this is mainly for the work purposes. If someone is really interested to go to an English-speaking country and find a job there, he should be qualified in IELTS General. However, IELTS Academic is for educational purpose. When someone is interested to go abroad in an English-speaking country and do study his degree or postgraduate degree or get a membership from a professional body, he would need an academic qualification in IELTS.
Thank you. And the next question is, what do they test in IELTS generally? So this is the doubt for many IELTS aspirants. Is there any difference in the syllabus for general proficiency test and IELTS test?
Well, they test each of the candidates' speaking ability to speak naturally and fluently, And also they test their listening, which will make sure that the candidate is able to listen to the lecture, to the news, and to any announcement that is in the country where he lives, and so on. Also, he will be tested with reading to see how he can read and understand any passages he gets, or be it an email or a letter or any other things that are from the university or from the authority of the country, and so on. Also, he will be tested with writing to see if he is able to write meaningfully, coherently, and in an order which would give a proper meaning and without grammatical errors. So these are the 4 areas which they regularly test in the IELTS.
Okay, thank you. And the next question is, what is the difference between IELTS and TOEFL?
IELTS is from the Cambridge. So Cambridge has introduced this IELTS testing system, and the IELTS is tested by 2 different partners, which is the British Council and the IDP. Unlike TOEFL is from the US, that also does the same thing as IELTS, but the system is a little different. Like there is another test which is called PTE, much popular, like the IELTS is, but it's growing nowadays. Many people are getting to know it.
Yeah. Okay. Sir, many people, and they are preparing for IELTS, and some people, they set their goal as a life goal to clear the IELTS and to settle in abroad. But what do you suggest? Which is the best practice to clear the IELTS test according to your experience? Go by his own self, his own practice, or it is better to take the support by any mentor or any institution to clear the IELTS? Which is the right path to clear?
That's really a very important question. Many people think that they can prepare for the IELTS themselves, but it's not correct, because general speaking and speaking in a test is completely different. For example, if I ask you, do you like pizza? You would say, yes, I do. And the answer is correct. Your answer is absolutely right. But when it comes to the test, you cannot just say, yes, I like pizza, or yes, I do. And you have to talk for at least 20 seconds in response to that question.
For every question, minimum we have to respond by taking 20 seconds at least.
At least 15 to 20 seconds.
Oh,
that's
yes.
Okay. But that's in part 1 question. But in part 2, the testing system is a bit different. And part 3 can be taken as part 1. Yeah. So for that reason, our general writing and general speaking is a bit different from the test writing and test speaking. So we cannot personally or individually prepare for the IELTS test, but you need a trainer who can definitely train you. Some people can train you, but with their personal experience, that doesn't help much. So only personal experience cannot help a trainer much, but we need someone who is really into teaching the IELTS candidates.
Yeah. And last question, sir, what is the band score in IELTS?
Band score is what the point you have accumulated at the end of the test. Yes. So band score is allocated for each different modules on its own way. So the maximum is 9, the minimum is 1, 0 is absent. So when the person is absent to the test, he will be marked as 0. And 1 is the very basic level. So 1 to 5 is a bit basic level. And when it comes to above 5, he is a modest user. So 5 is a modest user, and 6 is a competent user. So many universities and colleges, they require 6 band score. And band score is a calculation of all modules, and we get an overall band score. To elaborate it a bit more or a bit better, when we sit for the speaking test, there will be a band score for the person out of 9. So in speaking, he would get something like 6 out of 9. And in listening, he would get something like 6 out of 9, 6.5 out of 9. And in writing, he would get 6.5 out of 9. In this case, he would get an overall 6.5 band out of 9 band score. Each band score is evaluated on different base. For example, in listening and reading, there are 40 questions which would give your band score. So if a person gets more than 35 correct answers out of 40 questions, he would get 8 and above. So when the person is getting failed answer or wrong answer more and more, his band score will be falling down. And likewise, in terms of speaking, they have 4 different descriptors to evaluate a person's speaking. The first one is coherence, and how good we are, how confident we are in our speaking, and how fluent we are. And if a candidate is giving some long pauses in search of vocabulary, that's a disadvantage for him, and so on. So coherence is one thing, and the second thing is about the grammar, and the third thing is about vocabulary, and the fourth thing is about the pronunciation. So pronunciation is not a problem. Not all people is required to speak like a native, like an English, but we can speak in our own accent, in our own language, be it Sri Lankan speak in Sri Lankan English and Indian speak in Indian English, but we cannot make some big mistakes, like if we want to say 11, we cannot say 11. It should be 11. So that's not 11. And some people say 5 instead 5, west instead west. Now this kind of V sound, and some people say simple English instead simple English. My life is very simple, some people say. So that's not simple, it's simple. But natural things like we Sri Lankan and Indians, we say vehicle instead vehicle. So in RP English, that's vehicle. But Sri Lankans and Indians, we call it vehicle. That's okay. That's Sri Lankan and Indians standard English. So vehicle is no problem. We can say that.
Thanks for sharing your experience about IELTS test. I hope definitely this information will help the viewers. And if it is possible, definitely we'll contact to you if any students will show interest to take or any support or any assistance as a mentor, as a trainer for IELTS preparation. So definitely we'll recommend you. And thanks for joining and for giving your valuable suggestions, priceless information about IELTS. So thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate, sir.